Hello everyone, my name is Emi, and welcome back to another episode of EmiPires Season 1. Now, we are starting today's episode, of course, up here overlooking our base on top of the monolith, because, well, it's becoming tradition now that at the start of each episode I gotta add a new layer to the monolith. So, let's Hi. Let's fire up the jukebox and get to super fast build mode. Let's go! We now have a whole new layer added to the monolith. This whole new layer is actually 50 blocks tall. So if I pop up here and activate my HUD again, the top of this is actually now at 210. I did sort of fail that landing, but yeah, that's it's so tall. I still have a fair ways to go until we reach build height on it. But yeah, it looks pretty sweet, if you ask me. And yeah, it's still a lot I want to add to it. It's going to go all the way up to build height. But yeah, the other thing, so I've got a couple of things I want to do in this episode. Before I start working on the main street and tidying up that area a little bit more, what I want to do is I quickly want to build at least the exterior of the log lookup storage. So I'm gonna go ahead and try and get at least the exterior built, and yeah, see what I come up with. It might be a similar vibe to this. I actually quite like the factory building myself, so yeah, I think we're going to go for a similar vibe to this, maybe a little bit different. I do have a bunch of supplies around here, loads of bricks and stuff, so I think I'm going to use what I got here. I think I've got a couple of bits over here and stuff as well, so yeah, I'm gonna use what I got, and I'm gonna build this up, see what I come up with. Should be interesting. Right, so we now have the exterior pretty much all done. It's pretty basic, but yeah, it looks really good if you ask me. I mean, I did change the shape a bit. I was going to have it similar to this, the factory building. I was thinking of having that sort of L shape, but I changed it to sort of a more rectangular build. But this works just as well. And of course, we are going to add the pipe as soon as we get like the chests and stuff in. Also, I did also want to have a fancy door, so I've got a 2x2 piston door, which I've used emerald and diamond for. Not really sure why, but yeah. So it opens up, and I've started doing a little bit of an interior, and we do have quite a bit of space for storage, so I'm not sure if I'm going to use this all for logs or not. But yeah, started working on this a bit, it's going pretty well. Moving on though from this, I want to move away from this for a bit, because I can just spend ages and ages and ages working on this. I have noticed that I'm hearing some witch noises. I'm not entirely sure why or where they are. I hope if there was a fun... right. Ow. I'm not sure why this happened. There was a thunderstorm. I How does this happen? How does unless lightning struck like right next to here? That's weird. I can't even remember what trades are they? I'm breaking. Okay, of course it's for trades that I. Okay, of course it's like my mending trades and stuff. Great. So that means I'm gonna have to replace those guys. I'm not entirely sure if there's a way to change them back into villagers, but I suppose that's a thing. I think. But not sure what to do about that besides just replacing them. Anyways, moving on. The main thing I did want to do this episode is start building MainStreet, or at least getting the road done. And I do also need to replace all of this stone with grass. So, why don't we make a start on MainStreet? And I guess we'll deal with the witches later. Yeah, anyway, yeah, let's go start building MainStreet. Let's go. So with all the time-lapse all done, I now have this area all cleaned up and replaced with grass, so it looks a bit nicer and tidier instead of all the stone and stuffs. And I also have made a start on the road, which is looking very good. I've got the central bit done with all the tiles and diorite stuffs. I didn't quite have enough tuff to do the sidewalks, but I need to go collect some and finish that off at a later point. But the next thing I would like to do is I've covered up some things out of my storage area, and I wanted to use these bits on extending this wall that I started making, like, I think right at the start of the series I made this docks area, and it's got like this cobblestone and log wall, and I kind of want to extend this around and sort of take it up over to that sort of section, and maybe wrap this area up as like its own little district. So yeah, I'm going to start. I'm just going to start placing blocks and see how we do, see how it looks, and yeah, hopefully this will look actually kind of somewhat decent. But yeah, I'm going to play around with this, see how it looks. So yeah, I'll be back when I've made some progress. Okay, so a bit of a progress update before it becomes nighttime is I've mapped out the wall on this side, and so this patch of grass here between the wall and the road is where some of these skyscraper buildings are going to go. They might be a tad small, but I'll be able to figure something out there. But yeah, I'm going to put a row of buildings along here, and then back here I've still got some space for some builds and stuff. And this essentially maps off this first area as the docks district. So this is where you'll usually come into the base and make your way up through. And I've also extended this wall very basically just around the edge here. And I've stopped here. This is just past where the monolith is. I'm not sure how far I'm going to be taking this just yet, because I've still got a lot of terraforming and stuff to do on here. But yeah, it's looking pretty good so far, and I'm actually making lots of little progress around the base, and I'm pretty happy with the progress I've made so far. And also, just to mention with what's going on with the witches where we're in here, I did boop them, because as far as I know, there's no sort of curing villages that turn into witches, which does mean I have to go downstairs into my little villager breeder area down here, and I gotta get some new villages up there, so yeah, a little bit annoying, but yeah, okay, I do still have villagers down here, cool, that's fine. So I basically gotta breed up some villagers and push them upstairs, so that's a little bit annoying. But anyways, I am actually all out of time for recording this video. I need to actually get it edited and uploaded. I've been a bit, well, I've been slacking in terms of recording, so I really got to get this episode up and scheduled and stuff. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, really do appreciate it. And yeah, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all of that stuffs, and I will see you in my next video. Catch you later, everyone. Bye!